Chad was a wasted character in Bleach. Chad is a side character and one of Ichigo's best friends who helps Ichigo whenever he goes into another world. The reason Chad is a wasted character that he barely did anything in the series that had any importance and didn't do anything that would change the story. I'm going to say what Chad did in each ARC and put my opinion about Chad in each arc. In the Soul Society, Chad defeated multiple Soul Reaper, and the last win Chad had there was against a third seat. He then had to fight Shansui, one of the strongest captains in the Soul Society. Chad got crushed in the fight with Shansui. Chad never had a chance against Shansui. This is all of what Chad did in Soul Society. In my opinion, the thing about Shansui fighting Chad wasn't necessary and didn't do anything to help Ichigo out. Shansui was never going to look for the Ichigo group. Chad didn't learn anything when he used his power in the Soul Society that helped him out in the later arcs. Now, in the Rancor arc, Chad fought against the 10th Espada Yami and got dominated. Yami one-shot Chad and that severely injured Chad. He had to get healed by Uraheim for a while to wake up. Chad then almost gets attacked by D-Roy, but Ichigo stops D-Roy from hurting Chad. Chad later notices he had to get stronger, and he got stronger by training with Renji. It was a good idea to make Chad train to get his level up. He wasn't at the strength he needed to help Ichigo at any moment. Chad just got in the way. In the Hueco Mundo arc, Chad had a power boost because his power was similar to Hollow and was trained by Renji before going there. He didn't do much there. He defeats a weak Rancor, and then he defeated Gantenbane Mosqueda, who was a former Espada. Chad then had to fight 5th Espada Neutra. Neutra one-shot Chad thus, leaving him knockout cold. In my opinion, it wasn't a good idea to have Chad fight against an Espada that is stronger than Grimmjow, and that is Espada that Ichigo struggles to beat. Ichigo is far stronger than Chad, and Chad shouldn't be fighting someone on that level. The whole battle didn't do anything for Chad and didn't help the Ichigo group one bit. He could improve his ability much more there and help search for Uraheim more. Now back to what Chad did in the ARC. Chad got healed by Retsu and then along with the group helped Ichigo go to Uraheim. He then fought against Yami's release form and KO for the rest of the arc. In my opinion, it was good that Chad learned his power was similar to Hollow and got a boost of strength and speed. I still believe Chad barely did anything, and it was pointless what he did in a way. Anyone in the Ichigo group could have fought the previous Espada Gantenbane Mosqueda and beat him. Anyone in the Ichigo group could have won against the Rancor so that Ichigo can get to Uraheim. Chad did get to fight, which is why he was there, but he got the takedown too quickly. Now in the Fulbering arc Chad didn't do much. Chad didn't learn his power was Fulbering and wanted Ichigo to get his powers back to fight again. Later Tsukishima caught Chad and used his Shikai ability on Chad. Tsukishima Shikai allows himself to insert his presence into a person's history. Chad then scraps with Ichigo. Chad wasn't able to do anything to Ichigo in the small fight. It is all that Chad did in the Fulbering arc. In my opinion, now in the Fulbering arc, Chad could have gotten stronger, but instead, he stayed at the same level. Chad didn't amount to anything in the ARC. I wish Chad got improve his ability, so he is fit to help Ichigo without slowing him down. Chad should have got a new power that will allow him to compete with stronger people in the next ARC because Quincy was very powerful. I believe his body would be more if he were to get a new power. It didn't make much of a difference that his ability was Fulbering, and it could have stayed as a Hollow ability. In the 1000-Year Blood War arc, Chad picks up injured Rancors so Uraheim could heal them. In the future, he became a boxer. In my opinion, now in this ARC, Chad did nothing important and was useless. I believe this was his worst arc Chad was in. Chad could have been taken out of the arc, and the story wouldn't change one bit. Chad is a fighter, but he didn't fight. He didn't use what he was supposed to use in his final appearance, which is disappointing. When I sum up Chad, I believe he was a character that could have done much more in the series, but other characters were given the spotlight over him. At the beginning of the series, Chad seems as if he would be Ikago's right hand and help him throughout the series because of how close Chad was to him and how he wanted to that for him, since Ikago helps Chad during the times he was being beaten by thugs. It is not surprising that he didn't become Ikago's right hand because of how rare it is in the manga that the main character friend being the one who helps them out the most and not ends up being useless later on in the series. Chad could have been erased from the series, and not too much would change. Chad should have been more helpful to Ikago so that he wouldn't be in the same situation most time in the series. Like, comment, and subscribe.